Hello everyone, welcome to Siddhi Academics. I'm Amrita. I firmly believe that you should keep trying until you get it right. Let's start our trial for today. We have completed a few of the questions from exercise 1A in our previous video. Let's complete the entire exercise 1A in this particular video and then move on to solve questions from exercise 1B. But if you want to watch and learn along with me, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Siddhi Academics. That will motivate me to keep making videos for you all. So let's start. Let's start with question number 9. Question number 9 says find 36 minus of minus 64 and minus 64 minus 36. If they are equal, are they equal? That's what it is saying. So first we need to find this. Let's find it up. 36 minus of minus 64. First I'm solving this one. So minus of minus will, when we remove the bracket, it will be plus 64. So this 36 plus 64 is 100. Now we'll do the next one. I'll write the question first. Minus 64 minus 36. So same sign. Here also we need to do addition. So it will be 10. 1 gets carried over, again 100. So minus 100 this time, because this sign minus will come in the answer. It's minus 100. So obviously they are not equal. No. Why? Actually, commutative property A minus B is not equal to B minus A. We have seen this before. For subtraction, commutative property does not hold good. So that also is one of the reasons. Okay. So now let's solve question number 10. Values have been given to us for ABC and we need to check the the associative property. So A plus B plus C. First I am doing the left hand side. Minus 8 plus minus 7, curly braces I'll put, plus 6. So here plus outside and minus inside. So finally when we remove this parenthesis, it will become minus 7. So minus 8 minus 7 within the curly braces and plus 6 outside. So it will be minus 15. If we need to add, because like integers. So it will be minus 15 plus 6, which is minus 9. Why? Because here again minus sign and plus sign here, plus 6 minus 15, different signs. So we'll do subtraction. It will be 9 and minus sign will come here. All right. So we have solved question number 10, which answer is minus 9 for the left hand side. Let's do the right hand side. A plus, now this time B plus C within brackets. So A value is minus 8 plus B's values is minus 7 plus 6. Minus 8. Now minus 7 plus 6, different signs. So it will be subtraction. So if you subtract, it will be 1. And which is the bigger value? 7 is the bigger value. So it will be minus sign will come in the final result. So it will be minus 1. So again, different signs, inside and outside. Outside plus, inside minus. So when we remove the brackets, it will be minus. Different signs means it will be minus in the end. So minus 1, 8 minus 1 is, okay, it's minus 8, sorry, minus 8. Minus 8 minus 1. So it will be not 8 minus 1, minus 8 minus 1. So same like integers. So finally we add. It will be minus 9, right? Because 8 plus 1 we need to do 9, and then the minus sign it will also come in the answer, because like integer sign comes in the answer result. So if you see, A plus B is equal to B plus A plus B plus C, this bracket, and the A plus B plus C within bracket holds good. Both the answers for left hand side and right hand side are equal. Now let's move to question number 11. If A equal to minus 9 and B equal to minus 6, show that A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Again the same question as 9. So let's write. First we'll write A minus B, left hand side will solve. A minus B is minus 9 minus of minus 6. So minus 9. Same sign outside and inside the bracket. So when you remove the bracket, it will be plus. If it is same sign, then it is plus. If it is different sign outside and inside the bracket, then finally it is minus when we remove the bracket. This much is clear till now. So minus 9 plus 6. It will be subtraction because two different sign integers. So it will be 3 if you subtract, and bigger value is 9. So that sign will come in the answer. It will be minus 3. Now let's do b minus a. B minus a will be minus 6 minus of minus 9. So if you do is this, that will be minus 6 minus of minus 9, again it will be plus 9. So it's different sign integers, so it will be subtraction 3, and bigger value is 9, so the answer will be positive integer 3. So minus 3 is not equal to minus 3 is not equal to 3. So a minus b is not equal to b minus a. That means commutative property is not true for, does not hold good for subtraction of integers. Now let's solve question number 12. The sum of two integers is minus 6. If one of them is 53, find the other. So we know if you have to find like this, 53 plus something, we don't know, is equal to minus 16. So how will you find this something? This something will keep this side, will take the 53 to the other side. So if 53 goes to the other side, what it will become? It will become minus of 53, right? Because this side is plus. If we send this 53 to the other side, it will become minus 53. So minus 16 minus 53 will be how much? We need to add them up because they are like sign integers. So if you add it up, it will be 9 and then 6, and same sign will come in the final answer. It's minus 69. So what needs to be added? I'll just erase this line here. What needs to be added with 53 to get minus 16? It will be minus 69. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this question number 12. If any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Now let's do the question number 14. The difference of an integer a and minus 6 is 4. Find the value of a. So difference here. Difference of an integer a from minus 6. So minus of minus 6. This is for subtraction. Difference means subtraction. This is for subtraction, and this minus sign inside the bracket is for negative integer 6. Minus 6. The difference of a and 6 is 4. So we'll find the value of a. A will be a plus 6, because when we remove the bracket, outside and inside same sign means it will be plus finally. So it will be a plus 6 equal to 4. Therefore, this time how will we find a? We'll send this plus 6 to the other side. So it will become a equal to, I'll just erase this line here, a plus 6 this side, left hand side. If 6 comes here, the other side it will be minus 6. So therefore a is equal to 4 minus 6. So different signs, this is plus 4, positive integer 4, and this is minus 6. So subtraction, 4 minus 6 is 2, and bigger value is 6. So answer will be negative. So a, therefore a is equal to minus 2 for question number 14. Okay, let's solve some other questions.
Write a pair of integers whose sum gives 0. Now when do we get 0? When we add any integers, let's say a, with its additive inverse, then only we'll get 0, right? As when we add them up, a plus minus a is equal to 0. So it is given here 6 and minus 6, which is okay. You take any integer, let it be 12 and minus 12. If you find their sum, it will be 0. That much we know from all the properties that we have studied till now. Additive inverse is one of them. Now write a pair of integers whose sum gives a negative integer. And here option has given 4 and minus 9, which is okay. If you find 4, if you take 4 and minus 9 and try to find their sum, it will be 4 minus 9 when we remove the bracket. So different sign means we'll do subtraction 5, and answer will be negative because minus 9 is a bigger value. So minus will come in the answer. Or you can take two negative integers here, minus 3, and add it up with minus 6. Two negative integers, if you add them up, will be minus 3 minus 6, and it will be you have to do like sign integers, so you have to add them up. It will be 9 and their sign minus will come in the answer. It will be minus, again negative integer. Your wish. Only thing is that answer should satisfy the condition given to us in the question. Write a pair of integers whose sum gives, question number 3 says, an integer smaller than both the integers. So here option that has been given to us, -3 and -5, which is all right, because if you see in the number line, if I draw a number line like this, towards the left, as you move towards the left from I'll keep the 0 here, -1 is the biggest negative integer, but as you move further left, the value keeps on decreasing. This we know, right? So -4 value is less than -3, and it's definitely less than -2 and definitely less than -1, so on. So if you add -3 with -8, what will you get? You will get -11 as the answer, which is further left, right? Further left in the number line. So it is a smaller value, right? From -3 and -8. So an integer smaller than both the integers, this is correct, right? You can take like this, or also you can take any different two numbers, negative integers, add them up to show that that integer is smaller than both the integers. That's your wish. Only thing here is it should satisfy the condition given in the question. Write a pair of integers whose sum gives an integer greater than both the integers. Now that will only happen if you take two positive integers. Here option has given 4 and 5. Yes, of course, 4 and 5 if we add, it will be 9, and 9 is greater than both these integers 5 and 4. Similarly, in the previous question, -11 is less than both -8 and -3. So please take care when trying to find an integer smaller than both the integers for which you are trying to find the sum. You take two negative integers, and for this kind of question where you are saying that integer greater than both the integers you have taken for the sum, take two positive integers. All right. Now question number 5, we'll move to that. Write a pair of integers whose sum gives an integer smaller than only one of the integers. That is only possible if you take one positive and one negative. Okay, then only it will be smaller than only one integer. So let's take -7, and we'll take along with that, let's take 5. If you try to find its sum, what it will be? -7 plus 5, two integers with different sign. So it will be subtraction 2, and 7 is of bigger value. So minus sign will come in the answer, right? It's -2. Now -2 is, -7 is less than -2. It satisfies our condition that the sum has to be, the integer that we get, that has to be less than one of them. And it is greater than -2. I just wrote it. -7 is actually greater than -2 is actually less than 5. It satisfies this condition, and it is greater than -7. So both the conditions that have been given to us is satisfied. In the question also it has taken 5 and -3. If you check like this, you will see that the answer that will come is 2. 2 is less than -3 and 2 is greater than -3 and less than 5. So it satisfies the condition. Your wish. Only thing is that while choosing, we have to choose a little wisely. That's it. Okay, so let's move to question number 16. For each of the following statements, write true, T for true and F for false. The smallest integer is 0. That's not true. Smallest integer, we do not know what it is. So it's undefined, right? Because if you take this number line, you have to go to the left and further left, and as we move further left in the number line, the value keeps on decreasing. -1 is the biggest negative integer, and as we move away from -1 towards the left, the integer value keeps on decreasing. So smallest integer, no one knows what's the value, it's undefined, so it's false that it is 0. 0 has got no sign with it. It is neither positive nor negative. Now question number 2 says -10 is greater than -7. Is it true? No. 10, positive number 10 is greater than 7. But -10 goes further left in the number line. If you go like this, -10 comes much later. So as we know, as we move further left, integer value keeps on decreasing. So -10 value is actually less than -7. So this also is false. 0 is larger than every negative integer. Yeah, that's true, because it comes after -1 in the number line. So definitely 0 is a value larger than every negative integer. The sum of two negative integers is a negative integer. That's also true. When we add like integers, then we find the sum, and then the answer, the sum takes the sign of the negative integers or positive integers depending on what we are trying to add. So here also this is true. Now question number 5 says the sum of a negative integer and a positive integer is always a positive integer. No, this is not true. This is false. Why? Because suppose I take one negative integer like -2 and try to find its sum with the positive integer 5, then answer will be 3, which is okay. It's always a positive integer. Still we are not clear. Let's take some other value. Let's take -7 and add it up with 5. What it will become? See, 5 is a positive integer, -7 is a negative integer. So here different signs, so I have to do subtraction. So value is 2 and it will take minus sign, the sign of the bigger value 7. 7 is the bigger value, so its sign is minus, so it will come in the answer. So is it positive now? The sum of -7 and 5? No, it's -2, it's negative. So question number 16, 5 is false. So those questions which we have done, if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to address them. And if those questions that I have not solved, because I should not be solving all the questions as a mentor, that's what I believe in. But still, if you have doubts, please let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to make another video